Have you ever felt the pure joy of a full cup? That deep, calm feeling from tending to your own spirit, from showing up in the world from a place of genuine abundance. It's a confidence that says you have enough energy not just for yourself, but to share with others without the sting of sacrifice. This feeling isn't an accident. It's the bedrock of a thriving relationship. What if the most loving thing you could do for your partner wasn't about endlessly compromising, but about consistently replenishing your own reserves? What if the secret to a resilient partnership wasn't pouring yourself out, but building an abundant inner world? This journey isn't just about survival. It's about flourishing, allowing your love to become a vibrant, joyful expression of your wholeness. A true contribution, not a cost. At Love Threads, we don't just talk about relationships, we deconstruct them. We blend authentic, grounded insights with robust evidence-based psychology, giving you the real intelligence on why we connect, why we sometimes misstep, and how to truly thrive when love feels like a constantly shifting landscape. Tonight, we're unraveling how a healthy sense of self-care is the ultimate act of love, and we're exploring how to rebuild your inner well so your relationships can thrive. Why it matters. Why is this so important? Because the most amazing relationships aren't built by two people who feel incomplete. They're built by two whole people who choose to come together. A healthy partnership is a meeting of two full cups, not two empty ones trying to fill each other up. If your cup is constantly empty, you're always searching for your partner to fill it, and that puts a huge amount of pressure on them. But when your cup is full, your love becomes a beautiful overflow, a gift you get to share freely. For a long time, we've been told that love means being selfless, that a good partner always puts the other person's needs first. We learned this idea from stories, movies, and maybe even from our own families. But this mindset, while it sounds good, is actually a recipe for burnout. It can create a hidden imbalance where one person gives so much they start to feel resentful, while the other person gets so used to receiving that they stop trying. It's not sustainable, and it quietly erodes intimacy. The most powerful way to change this is to choose a new story for yourself, one where your own well-being is not an afterthought, but a sacred responsibility. This isn't about being selfish. It's about realizing that your ability to love others deeply is directly tied to your ability to love yourself. This brings us to secure attachment. Instead of constantly worrying about losing love or pushing it away, a person with a secure foundation knows they are worthy of love. They don't have to overgive to feel valued. They can receive with an open heart and give with genuine joy, because their sense of self-worth is rock solid. By learning to fill your own cup, you're essentially becoming your own anchor, creating the inner stability needed to build a truly stable and loving partnership. And this healing journey isn't just for you. It's an act of deep respect for your family's history. Instead of blindly repeating old patterns of sacrifice and struggle, you can consciously choose a new way. You can become the first person in your family line to say, "I am enough on my own, and my love for myself is the foundation for all the love I share." This isn't a betrayal of your past. It's the ultimate way to honor it. You're not erasing the lessons of those who came before you. You're using them to build a new, more joyful legacy. Anecdotal threads, the archetypes of abundance in action. Instead of focusing on archetypes of depletion, let's explore their positive counterparts, the archetypes of abundance that we can actively cultivate within ourselves. These are not just ideals, they are energies we can nurture. These archetypes exist within the collective unconscious, and we have the power to awaken their healthiest expressions. They are our inner compass, guiding us toward our highest potential in love and life. Let's imagine these archetypes as characters in a modern love story. The first is the sovereign heart. This is the person who enters a relationship with a deep, unshakable belief in their own worth. They aren't looking for a partner to complete them. They're looking for someone to share their already complete life with. The sovereign heart understands that their greatest offering is their whole, authentic presence, not their endless service. Imagine a woman named Maya. She loves her partner deeply, but when he's going through a tough time at work, she doesn't drop everything to fix it for him. Instead, she says, "I'm here to listen. You have the strength to figure this out, and I'll be your biggest fan while you do." This isn't coldness, it's trust. It's an act of love that honors his capacity to grow and heal on his own terms. She can give this support freely because her own well of self-worth is full. Her internal script says, "My worth is inherent and unconditional," and she lives it every day. Next, we have the compassionate witness. This archetype is defined by a gentle strength that allows them to hold space for others without absorbing their emotional state. They are masters of empathy, but they also have clear, healthy boundaries. Think of a man named David. When his partner comes home from a difficult day, he doesn't become a peacekeeper who sacrifices his own feelings to make her feel better. Instead, he simply says, "I see you're in pain. I'm here. Do you need me to just listen, or would you like to talk it out?" He offers a listening ear and a steady hand without feeling the need to fix it. This is a powerful form of connection that builds trust and respect. He understands that his own well is full because it distinguishes between empathizing with a feeling and carrying it, allowing him to be a source of strength, not a sponge for struggle. Finally, we encounter the harmonious architect. This archetype is committed to building a joyful, balanced relationship where both partners share the load. They understand that a partnership is a co-creation, a shared project that is more beautiful because both people are invested in it. Consider the couple, Liam and Chloe. When planning their annual vacation, Chloe starts to take on all the research and booking, falling into an old pattern. But instead of letting resentment build, she says, "Liam, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I need your help with this." Without hesitation, Liam steps up and they work together to create an amazing trip. The harmonious architect's inner contract states, "We are a team and our combined efforts build a life of ease and joy." They find joy in collaboration, not in control, and they know that the most beautiful structure is one built on a foundation of equity and trust. These archetypes are not endpoints, but daily practices. We can all choose to move from a place of depletion to a place of abundance, from a state of sacrifice to a state of joyful, collaborative love. The key, as some might say, is to become the person you want to attract, a person who is whole, self-aware, and ready for true partnership. This is the ultimate form of self-love, and it is the only way to build a love that lasts. Building your secure foundation. How do we build this new blueprint of abundance? It begins with actively and intentionally cultivating a secure foundation within ourselves. This is where the powerful insights of attachment theory meet the profound wisdom of our ancestral past. The first step is to foster earned secure attachment. You might have had an anxious or avoidant attachment style from childhood, but through dedicated healing and self-work, you can earn a secure one. This isn't about finding a perfect partner to fix you. It's about becoming your own secure base. When you feel anxious, you learn to self-soothe. When the urge to people-please arises, you pause and validate your own needs. When you feel the need to retreat, you practice vulnerability in small, safe ways. This is a daily practice of showing up for yourself in the way you always wanted a caregiver to show up for you. This is the cornerstone of building a sovereign heart. You are consciously reparenting your inner child, offering it the unwavering safety and unconditional love it may have never received. This journey of introspection is a process of taking ownership of your emotional well-being. This work is powerfully supported by a new perspective on family constellations. Instead of seeing our ancestral patterns as a curse, we can see them as a calling. The suffering of our ancestors is not a burden we must repeat, but an opportunity we can heal. Imagine your great-grandmother who felt she had no voice. By you learning to use your voice, to set boundaries, and to speak your truth, you are not betraying her, you are completing her story. You become a healing agent in your family's energetic field, sending a ripple of wholeness back through time. You can visualize this by creating a simple ritual. Light a candle and speak your intention aloud. I honor my lineage by choosing a new path of joy and wholeness. The patterns of depletion end with me. This act transforms a passive burden into an active, empowering choice. The neurological and energetic components of this are fascinating. When we engage in practices that build our inner security, mindfulness, self-compassion, and boundary setting, we are literally rewiring our brain's emotional regulation systems. Our brain is wired to seek connection, but when that wiring is disrupted by early trauma, it can create a constant state of hypervigilance or withdrawal. By consciously choosing practices that regulate our nervous system, we teach our bodies that we are safe and that love can be a source of calm, not chaos. This process of building a secure inner base is the most effective way to attract a secure partner and create a harmonious relationship. The insights on the power of thought and emotion are also key here. We are not just thinking positively, we are actively changing our energetic and neurological state. When you consistently choose thoughts and feelings of worthiness and abundance, you influence the kind of relationships you attract and sustain. This is the principle of frequency alignment, where you draw in experiences that match your inner world. What you believe about yourself and what you consistently feel on a deep level is what you will manifest in your life. By tending to your inner world, you are literally changing your outer reality. Rewriting the narrative. How to build a thriving well. The moment of transformation is the moment you choose to actively build your well, not just to survive, but to thrive. This is a journey of intentional, joyful action. It's about moving from a reactive state to a creative one. Number 1. The practice of mindful self-care. Self-care is more than just bubble baths. It's a mindful practice of checking in with yourself. Every morning, take 5 minutes to ask, what do I need to feel full today? Is it a walk in the sun, a quiet moment with a cup of tea, a deep conversation with a friend? By intentionally listening to and honoring these small needs, you are sending a powerful message to your nervous system. I am worthy of being cared for. This builds the foundation of the sovereign heart. This practice is supported by what is known as the 5 love languages, which can be applied to yourself. How can you show yourself words of affirmation, acts of service, or quality time? This is an intentional way of speaking your own love language. You are becoming your own most devoted partner, and that is a prerequisite for attracting a partner who will do the same. Number 2, cultivating emotional courage. The harmonious architect knows that a partnership requires vulnerability. Research on vulnerability shows us that it's not a weakness, it's a profound act of courage. Practice this by sharing your needs and feelings with your partner in a calm, non-accusatory way. Instead of saying, "You never help me," try, "I'm feeling overwhelmed and I need your support with this." This invites your partner into a space of collaboration instead of defensiveness. This is a practice of vulnerability that strengthens your bond and creates a true team dynamic. This practice aligns with the principles for avoiding the 4 horsemen, specifically the antidote to contempt and criticism. Instead of attacking a partner, we can approach them with a soft startup, which is a key to navigating conflict constructively. It's about moving from blame to shared responsibility, from criticism to compassionate communication. This is how we build a strong and resilient relationship that can weather any storm. Number 3, setting joyful boundaries. Boundaries are not walls of protection. They are gates of invitation. For the compassionate witness, this means setting a boundary that allows you to be present without becoming overwhelmed. It could be saying, "I love you and I'm here for you, but I need to take a break from this conversation for a few minutes to regulate myself." This isn't a rejection. It's an act of self-love that allows you to return to the conversation from a place of strength. It is an invitation for a more honest, sustainable form of connection. This is a practice of teaching others how to love you in a way that is respectful and healthy for you. It's the moment you stop people-pleasing and start living for yourself. It's a choice to be authentic, and that authenticity is magnetic. Number 5, the gift of shared rituals. A thriving relationship is a co-creation. Build your well together by creating rituals that honor both of your needs. This could be a weekly check-in where you both share your feelings without judgment, a morning coffee ritual where you connect before the day begins, or a dedicated date night where you intentionally fill your shared cup. These rituals, however small, become the anchors of your connection, a consistent reminder that your partnership is a sacred space of mutual support and joy. These rituals become the bids for connection that build a strong foundation of trust and intimacy, as described by relationship experts. They are the conscious, deliberate choices you make to prioritize your relationship and to ensure that it remains a source of mutual nourishment. Number 5, affirm your worthiness. The most powerful tool in rebuilding your well is simply to affirm that you are worthy of it. Repeat this to yourself daily. My needs are valid. My feelings are a gift. My love is an overflow, not a sacrifice. This act of self-affirmation helps to dismantle the old narratives and build a new, positive blueprint for your love life. It is the core of what some would call a pattern interrupt, a conscious action to break a negative cycle and create a new, empowering one. This is not just a mental exercise, it is a neurological one, as you are actively rewiring your brain to believe in your own worth. The love you are building is not just for your partner, it is for yourself, and it is a gift to the world. The turning point. The truth is, your well is not a bottomless resource, but a sacred, precious spring. It is your life force, your creative energy, your capacity for joy. And it is not meant to be poured out until it is dry. It is meant to be tended to be protected, to be filled so that your giving becomes not a sacrifice, but an overflow. The moment you start to tend to your own well is the moment your relationship begins to transform. Your partner is no longer with someone who is running on fumes. They are with a whole, vibrant, and authentic human being. The old dynamic of codependency gives way to a new one of true interdependence, where two whole people meet each other not out of need, but out of a genuine desire to share their overflowing cups. This is the essence of what some call the art of loving. The idea that love is an active practice, a skill to be developed, not a passive feeling to be received. It requires discipline, concentration, and patience. And it begins with the love we cultivate for ourselves. The journey we're talking about is a profound one. It's a journey from survival to thriving. It's the journey from a love that is based on fear and need to a love that is based on courage and choice. It is the journey from a love that is transactional to a love that is unconditional. It is a love that, as some would say, is a conscious and ethical choice to engage with a partner in a way that promotes mutual growth and well-being. It is a love that, in its essence, is a spiritual practice. It's the highest form of creative expression, a co-creation between two souls who are committed to seeing and honoring the best in each other. So ask yourself, what old story of sacrifice am I ready to let go of? What would it feel like to choose joy instead of obligation? What is one small step I can take today to fill my own well? The most radical thing you can do for your relationships is to love yourself first. The most courageous step you can take is to tend to your own well. This is not about finding yourself, but but about remembering the powerful, sovereign, and whole person you've always been, just waiting to be expressed.
If this message has stirred something in you, if you feel the quiet truth of it echoing in your heart, then you are ready to begin the beautiful work of rebuilding your well. This is not just a journey of self-care, it is the journey back to your own soul. The path to a thriving, balanced, and joyful relationship begins with you. If this resonated, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Love Threads. By joining our community, you become part of a movement dedicated to healing these patterns and creating a new blueprint for love. Have you recognized yourself or a pattern you've experienced in the archetypes of abundance? What steps are you taking, or what insights have you gained on your journey to rebuilding your well and fostering a more sovereign, compassionate connection? Share your experiences and reflections in the comments below, and let's continue to unravel the heart of modern connection, one insightful thread at a time. Thank you for being here, for your vulnerability, and for your courage. We are not here to fix you. We are here to help you remember who you are. Until next time.